Hello there, consumer. If you haven't yet, you should be sure to avail yourself of our retail opportunities downstairs. You here for the view? Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location? It landed over by some particularly aggressive creepy crawlies. I'll mark it for you. This batch is over near some kind of zealots or cultists or something. Find them, you'll find the coils. The last is a pretty little place I like to call the Crystal Overlook. Can't miss them. Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say to each other. Why are you back? It used to be comms and observation for the Protectorate. They watched us get hammered by their huge guns and laughed as we scrambled to dig into that cruel, pitiless dirt. Those sovereign sanctions can reach all the way across Golden Ridge. They rain shells the size of crabbles on us day and night. They made the invasion stall about 5 kilometers away and would have ground us to dust if the cannons hadn't stopped and the Protectorate retreated. Like someone up here flipped a switch. One second our lives were pain and fear and death, and the next all was quiet. No more shelling, no more shooting. At first we thought it was a trap, that they'd start shelling again as soon as we popped our heads up, but there was nothing. We basically walked the rest of the way here. We didn't find out why until we got here and learned the Protectorate wasn't. The Protectorate hightailed it. They decided that if the Order was going to splinter off on its own, then it could field its own army and fight its own battles. Those Protectorate bootlicks took everything not nailed down, leaving the Order to try and figure out how to wage war with no gear and almost no know-how. It took them weeks to rally, and by then we owned most of Golden Ridge. If Andy'd only send a few thousand more troops, we'd shove them completely off this rock. Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another.
You, the get-and-go-getter. I'm offering deals so good, they're worth crawling under the bullets and over the barbed wire it took to get here. Welcome to Bonnie's Barely Above Board Battlefield Bazaar, brought to you by Auntie's Choice. We know consumers are highly discerning in how they spend their bits in an active war zone, and I really appreciate you dodging literal bullets to bring me your business. And to show my gratitude, I'm offering you and only you a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime, exclusively discounted rate of 4/5 of Auntie's standard profiteering rate. Only so long as you tell nobody of this amazing offer. If everybody got that deep a discount, I'd go out of business for sure. So, what will you be buying today?
You're back? Why? Oh, is that a fact? Then why don't you elucidate my shitty judgment, genius? What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it. What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned cysty stew. Stew that I Oh. Oh no. Did you say Crabble? Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head. Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you pushed back too hard, he'd run to his uncle. So most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned Crabble stock. What? No, it was an accident. Nobody would have, at least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim. Unless, hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end of a promising career. Total secret. So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung, so it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually work on anything. That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the investigation. I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body, I'll make it worth your while. Yes, that's exactly it. Now just head over to Cuddy's corpse and make it disappear. Well, really, make it turn into a small puddle. But that's neither here nor there. Come on now. You need to reconsider. I'm offering you good bits for easy work. You'll also be saving at least one life from the toils of endless labor.
What's happening? Are you making any progress? Thank you, but please hurry. I've got severe claustrophobia, and being locked in this tiny cage makes me feel like I've got a Manosaur Queen sitting on my chest.
Honestly, why do you persist in antagonizing me? Wonderful. Then you should be off to find a dematerializer and dispose. Thank law. You'll find Cuddy inside the tower, but you'll have to sneak your way past the. Then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence to hold.
Get you gone.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing. Which is a surprise to both of us, I'm sure. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us. Of course. Debts left unpaid decays our character and all of anti-society. And this torrid affair has come close enough to doing both already. Regardless, it's nothing but ink in the ledger now. And speaking of ledgers, Bardot is free. And here's the balance for yours. Which means we're done.
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage. Someone else's crime. So you know what happened? That good-for-nothing rung leech! That dunderhead! I can't believe he'd... Oh, he's about to learn that poor Chief Cuddy's not the only one with executive contacts in the family. My cousin's a VP in R&D who used to head testing on Numa. Abner's going to spend the rest of his downright miserable life wishing he just confessed and took what's coming. That makes me extra thankful for what you did. If it'd been left in Abner's hands, he'd have made sure they'd thrown me in a hole so deep, even the Sprats wouldn't come visit.
I've had more than enough of your bloodthirsty talk. Can you not? For a little while at least? It's damned repugnant.
Seriously? I'd have thought it would be something you'd understand, considering your penchant for murdering creatures and affixing them upon your person.
That's not... Hey, I'm not doing this for sport. I'd die if my graft hadn't been fixed.
Well, I would die of boredom if I couldn't daydream of viscera and my foe's impending death.
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Engaging an engagement!
Look alive, Commander.
Either restore my life or avenge my death!
Seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
think I'm fortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Let me handle this. Perk up, Commander. Don't make me avenge you. It's a thrill.
This was a direct hit. Complete annihilation. If these troops had no warning, then there's a lot of caskets we'll be needing.
Either restore my life or avenge my death!
Commander,
I'll split up with us!
my God, always. This thing's got a mean streak. Raring to go. Anyone else? Paramedic? Looking a little woozy there, Commander. Time to earn my commission.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Back in business.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Time to earn my commission. Recharging as fast as it can, Commander.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Recharge for mayhem!
Draft's still a bit sleepy.
Step aside.
In business.
Truthfully, I'm not too shocked we got bombed. Betwixt stomping around on Order territory, the Scrappers, and the mad cultists, it was bound to happen.
Dang, that was void damn impressive. Thanks for clearing them out.
You've returned. I mean, we knew you'd return. We've been waiting. Did you bring the pupa for me? Wonderful. Now the formation of our new Mantisaur regiment can begin in earnest.
No. You really don't want to do that.
Biologist Bradford, that is quite enough of...
Listen to me. The man is a charlatan, a fraud. And if you give him the specimen, it will be forever lost to his ignorance. And while it's not unique, it is difficult to acquire. The Mantisaur doesn't want it, nor could it ask him for it. Wentworth only knows it was there because I made the mistake of telling him it was almost a certainty. If you give it to him, it will be wasted. If you give it to me, the science I will perform will fuel biological weapon advancements currently only dreamed of.
Bradford, I am the commander of this base, and you will...
You are nothing but a bottom-ranked trooper who has lied his way to power. But your tongue betrays your grift.
That is enough. Me and the Mantisaur are one. Whether I speak or it speaks, it's all the same voice. And right now, we are both contemplating some frontline service for you. I will take the pupa now, if you please. What? Of course. Its name is Wojciech, its favorite color is blue, and it had 27 brothers when it spawned.
Is that seriously the best you've got?
My ability to communicate with the commander has convinced Auntie's choice, and that should be enough to convince you, too. Finally, Wojciech can begin breeding our new Mantisaur army.
Who could have seen that coming?
What have you done? You stupid bug! You've ruined everything!
Mantisaurs! Eyes up, troops! A mess of the bastards are coming from the east.
Did they follow those folks back from that nest?
All right, you bastards, come on.
Relax, Commander.
With weapon prime! I see them! And frankly, pissed off.
Someone just earned an anti-branded corporate cosball smock! Reloading. Okay, clutch the nut.
Turning my tailbone.
This is what happens when you put a giant insect in charge of product development. Anyone left for us to file a complaint to?
Lovely. You again. I hope you realize that you contributed to that insanity. For all we know, it was murdering the pupa that caused the Manosaurs to attack. You actually make a good point. Not that it really matters now. Who knows what our superiors are gonna say about this bumblefuck. Now, if you'll excuse me, we've quite a mess to clean up.
You know, I didn't have any knowledge of corporations before the invasion. Besides some general teachings we had as children that they existed and were detrimental to humanity. As much as I abhor most things they filled our gray matter with, I must agree with this. Corporations offer only pre-packaged emptiness. Fortunately, the Dawn offers perfection.
Perfect insanity, maybe.
Yeah.
Sprats contain so much nutritional value and basically everything a growing mantisaur needs. Oh, but they're so cute. I wonder which local flora and fauna this new brood of mantisaurs will prefer.
foul, disgusting, odorous aisle. Nope.
Can't say I was expecting to see anyone else in these parts for a good long while. Hello, friend. Welcome to the most beautiful half-built landing platform on all of Dorado.